Hi folks, welcome to Firing Line Radio Show with Philip Naiman. AM 590 The Answer is our home station. You can find out more at firinglineradio.com. Please visit our great sponsors, Bullseye Sports Guns and Ammo in Riverside, CCW Safe for the insurance you need when you have a CCW, Riverside Indoor Shooting Range, and Prado Olympic Shooting Park. Those are our great local sponsors. Get on out there, get out in the outdoors, enjoy them, enjoy the show. We'll see you soon. And I think I put the microphone right in front of your face. Let me have you move to your right. A little more. There you go. That's a safe space. Then we can screw that barrel right into your right ear.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Look at the way I did the arm. Try doing the same.
I can't hear because it did put this right where his face was. Now I have to put the elbow where his face is.
So
I'm going. He's going under
You're
here.
going around him. Okay. Above him. Okay. All right. That should work.
Yes, we do. You know, for the amount of money these poor sponsors have to pay you guys, you should be rolling in it. I mean, I thought they were going to send a limo for my guests. Come on. Right?
I'm disappointed.
He's disappointed. I said, hey, we're the #1 talk radio in the Inland Empire. He says, where are you at? I said, we're in one of the two ugliest buildings in San Bernardino.
And I have to bring my gun, right? Like Glock 43.
But we actually changed the name from San Bernardino to San Bernardino Ghetto.
We brought 3 guns.
There you go.
I got a bolt action rifle.
Yeah.
10-round clip. Magazine, sorry. All right.
Yeah, no clips here.
That's yours, by the way.
Oh, I want to put it up there so
Yeah.
the other camera can get that. Thank you.
Thought I known I would have brought my hat, but I bought patches. I didn't know. I forgot you guys were going to be here.
He's got
Yeah,
a
I do
great
patch.
patch collection, yeah. Okay, I
I
think
got
we're
some
ready.
patches.
Hey folks, welcome to another edition of Firing Line Radio Show. And I'm going to start off this show a little bit different from the way I always do. As a matter of fact, if you're playing along at home, I see in my hand here, I have the dreaded Starbucks coffee cup. Just covered up my guest with it. Starbucks. Why am I saying Starbucks? Well, because this week, the week we recorded this show, a gentleman in Utah totally ignored the let's disarm everybody at Starbucks, was carrying his concealed weapon, and when a rabid guy came in the door, guy looked like John Cougar Mellencamp, came in the door, started attacking the employees, he pulled his pistol that he had a permit for, used it in a self-defense shooting, solved the situation. So I want to ask Starbucks, what should your employee have done? What option should she have said, excuse me, sir, please holster that pistol. We don't allow gunplay in here. As she's getting her head bashed in by a crazy man. So, I mean, I just want to ask, okay, what's the proper thing? If we can't have a firearm to defend ourselves or your employees, how should we have affected that? Joining me here today, to my right, I have Vic Casola. He is the owner of TNVC, Tactical Night Vision Company. Also in the back corner here, I have Seth Capps and Daniel. I'm going to call you Daniel Gaucho because I can't pronounce your last name. He's from Argentina, so he's a cowboy. He's our Argentinian cowboy back there. And they're both with Bipod EXT or Accuracy Solutions. They make some great components for that. So let's go around the corner here. How should Starbucks handle this particular situation, Vic?
Maybe ask them, check your gun at the door.
or check your crazies at the door?
Yeah, right. It's just the political climate that we live in. It's unfortunate. And it's just unfortunate the times we live in today. So I'm glad to see somebody didn't follow the rules in that regard, and everybody came out and went home safe to the loved ones. That's what it's all about.
Seth, how about you?
Well, you know, a lot of these situations, they're easy to talk about, and they're easy to put on paper and to romanticize and put your theories out there about how they should be handled and this, that, and the other. But the truth and the sad reality is, until you're put in a situation that's life or death, there is only one solution when someone is trying to take your life, and that's to take theirs first. And that's the reality of it. It's not romantic, it's not pretty, but that's, like he said, that's the climate that we live in. And when it comes to those circumstances, there is no maybe. It is, he's going to take my life or I'm going to take his. And unfortunately, that's the only answer. Until we're able to get past the romantic notions that this isn't a Hollywood movie, this is the real world, and there are evil people in it, and there is a lot of evil in the world. Until we can get past those romantic notions that doesn't exist, then there's no point in really even arguing about it, because it's not apples for apples.
Evil is there. Senor.
I think your question was how Starbucks itself
Yeah.
should handle it. I think they should acknowledge it. I think they should stop pretending that those things don't happen, and when they do happen and they come out right, they should.
I agree. I think they should replace their no firearm sticker on the door with a no crazy idiots sticker on the door, okay? For the little sign that says, we want no bad guys, no bandits, no robbers, and no crazy wackos. Just put that sign up, and that's all they need to do.
And say please.
Please, and the magic words, please and thank you. All right, enough of that. Let's jump off of that. I want to get into some fun stuff here. And actually, I'm going to start with you, Vic, just because I'm going in a circular fashion here, counterclockwise. But Vic is the owner of Tactical Night Vision Company. Tactical Night Vision Company is based out of Redlands, California, aren't you?
Correct, that's where our headquarters is located.
But in addition to night vision, if you look in the background here, you're going to see a large rifle on a huge tripod. And that's what caught my eye. I was shopping at I do cursory evaluations of all the gun stores in the area, just to make sure they're up to snuff. I don't want any of them lacking. So I just walk in and check them out. Happened to be strolling through Evolution Sport, and I saw your demonstrations up there. I fell in love with them. Now, you have one up here in the background. We can't really see it with that camera, but you can see it with the other one. Explain what this is and what this is for.
So what you're seeing is a tripod that we're all shooters at TNVC, and this is offered through our sister company, Night Goggles, also headquartered in Redlands. We saw a need over the years for a lesser priced tripod system out there that wasn't going to break the bank, and that's what the key is for Night Goggles, is our sister company. We sell more of commercial line hunting products for the professional and also just commercial users, and we wanted something not to break the bank, and most of the pricing we saw for heavy duty tripods was in excess of $1,000. Of course, this is a carbon fiber tripod, which we were definitely shopping for because of the rigidity and how they're made with carbon fiber. And we looked at a lot of products, and my director Tom Austin, who's located out of Utah, who is an amazing predator hunter, and all the pro staff people at Night Goggles are world champion predator hunter, coyote champions. We all gave them.
You guys over at my house.
Yes. So we gave them all the tripods in our search, and this is what we came up with. We have a heavy-duty tripod called the Night Stalker Pro, and then we have the Night Stalker Standard tripod.
What is the diameter on those tubes?
So these diameters here are about 2 inches or so, 2.5 inches, where the standard is about 1 1/4, 1.5 inches. This comes in weight at 7 pounds, 7.3 pounds, and the standard comes in at about 3 pounds. Price point for the Pro is $498 and $189 for the actual standard. It's been widely popular since January. The biggest compliment we get is the rigidity and stability of both systems, especially as you see this rifle mounted here is a very heavy rifle. What's the rifle weight weigh in at?
This overall system, the way it sits right now with the heavy barrel and the optic and everything on it, is just under 20 pounds. It's about 19.5 pounds.
So obviously with a rifle that weight, you want the best stability that you can get.
Right.
And that's why it's been great for some of the high-end hunters, and a lot of law enforcement personnel around the country have been buying a lot of, we see a lot of snipers obviously investing in, who can't afford a $1,000 tripod at their departments. A lot of it's coming out of their own pocket, obviously.
Exactly. And here's the other thing with your tripod. I mean, the hunting model, which is the one I really fell in love with, because I don't really shoot PRS too much, and that 7.5 pounds is a commitment if you're going to carry it in the field. So the one that I liked about it is the different things you can put it into, but it's almost the same price as a regular tripod. So if you just got a tripod off of Amazon that was a solid, steady one, it's about the same price, but with the features you have built in, yours is field usable as opposed to just a camera tripod with somebody sprayed camo on.
Yeah, we did, as you can see. We also have the shoulder straps for you and carry it in the field on your shoulder. So that's a big, because the correct way in a lot of coyote hunting and predator hunting, which I've learned a great deal from my employees, especially who are world champion predator hunters, is when you make a stand at hunting coyotes, it's not for an hour, 2-3 hours and just sit there and wait. These men know how to hunt, and they make a stand for 15 minutes, they pack up, they move, they drive another 1.5 miles, they get out, walk a couple hundred yards from their truck, set up again, nothing, call, they don't hear anything for 15 minutes, and they do this throughout the day. I've been on these hunts where it's exhausting. It's not easy just laying around waiting for a coyote to show up. Every 15 minutes they're moving to a new stand. So mobility, stability, and lightweight, as you talked about with our standard. It needs to sit up, so lightweight is key. You're constantly moving all day long to go to set up different stands for coyotes. So having mobility, great shoulder strap, having everything mobile, ready to go, is key for the tripods that we have.
I had, on my hunting rifles, I've always run bipods on them just because you don't know what you're going to need, and for the weight factor, it's great. It's smart to have it because when you need it, it's there. You can't use them on every shot, but it's nice to have. But what you have here is the ability to do anything from a seated position or a prone position because of the mobility of these legs to a standing. So you park the truck, you go over the top of the hill. Hey, the brush around you is 5 feet tall or 4 feet tall. Well, you're not going to shoot prone. You're not going to shoot sitting. You can actually set up a standing shot and do your calls. And so you have that flexibility for fieldcraft wherever you're at.
Or you could be like me, who my last coyote hunt, I was using shooting sticks to bipod, standing up.
No.
And I'm terrible at it. And I missed a coyote at 50 yards away. I was totally embarrassed. It's like, are you kidding me? I could punch a target a quarter MOA at 100 yards with an accuracy international rifle or something, and I couldn't do it on shooting sticks, hit a coyote at 50 yards. I was thoroughly embarrassed. So, yeah, stability to me, running a bipod was everything.
Absolutely. Folks, this is Philip Naiman, Firing Line Radio Show. We're speaking now with Vic Casola, TNVC.com. We're just talking about his main project. That model, again, is the
Night Stalker Pro.
Night Stalker Pro, which is awesome. It is amazingly stable. You could shoot as far as you can see off of that platform. So it's really nice. And, it also holds the gun and manages recoil. So it's a pretty awesome structure. We're going to be right back talking more about it after this.